Put something else.
Good morning. It is Friday, and it is actually the 5th of February. So we hope you're doing well. Good morning, Eduardo.
Good morning, good morning, good evening to you guys in Asia. Good morning to everybody for this side of the world. Welcome to our Town Hall show. Today we have lots of news.
Oh my goodness, lots and lots of news.
So
how was your week? What'd you do?
Yeah, the week was good, you know.
Yeah?
Good week. Lot of news to talk to you guys, you know. Sometimes we start to move and then we stop a little bit, but we are moving forward.
We are moving.
Yeah.
There's a lot of positive information out there, and we're here to give it.
And we are one day closer to the end of this. That's what I try to believe. Like, we are one day closer to the end.
That's it.
Right? We
That's
don't know
it.
when the end's going
Actually,
to come.
we're one day closer to the beginning.
No.
The beginning of going back.
Oh, the beginning going back, but to the end of this pandemic.
Right.
That's what I mentioned.
Well, I think the pandemic's going to be with us for quite a while. But, you know, it's just how we handle it.
No, the pandemic. No, I think it's nice if it became like just epidemic.
Like the flu.
No,
like, you
epidemic.
Know,
it becomes something local. It lose the power, because when you have a power, that's why pandemic.
That's
so
right.
Epidemic, it's better.
I agree. I agree.
Just
with you.
few location, and then we can work on that.
I agree. We have some great news today. We see that a lot of cruise lines are getting ready to go back. So let's go to our headline news.
Let's go.
All right, guys. First of all, Carnival Cruise Line. You may have heard this before, but we think it's very important, is that Carnival Cruise Line is breaking ground on a brand new terminal in Miami. A lot of people are saying, oh my God, we're losing ships. This is what's happening. But guess what? They're breaking for a new terminal, which costs millions of dollars. Everybody's investing in all the ports, and we have news about ports a little bit later.
Right.
But Christine Duffy was out there saying, okay, we are here. We're committed. Thank you so much for the Port of Miami. So let's watch that video.
What an incredible day today.
But this is a great day at the Port of Miami. I'm very pleased to be here with all of you. Thank you so much to Carnival for making us your home, and for New Terminal F. The new terminal will be the proud home port of the largest Carnival ship, Carnival Celebration, the first vessel at Port Miami with liquefied natural gas, LNG propulsion system, which is part of the line's green cruising platform. And these leaders have looked beyond the crisis and planned and built, recognizing that this industry would come back stronger than ever. The appetite for cruising is huge, and we all know we are the cruise capital of the world. And together we know we have a future in which we can adapt and we will thrive. You are demonstrating the strength and the character and the resilience of the cruise industry. And you're showing everyone that through adversity, there is unity. Yes, together we can.
By you doing this beautiful terminal that's going to be erected behind me, that is just one strong symbol that we're here to stay forever. And that's important for all of us. Another key important thing that we all sometimes, but not now, take for granted is the jobs within our community. Those jobs are needed to stay here in Miami-Dade County, not go anywhere else. So keeping our stature, keeping our port, keeping our international trade, keeping our travel through everything that we put out there as programs to do is very important.
We are the cruise capital of the world. And today we're opening the fun terminal, Terminal F. There's nothing like sitting inside a ship, and then when you go cruising, you look at the families smiling all the time, the children, the seniors, everyone together having a wonderful time. That is what all those cruise lines do to the families of the world. I commend you. Big applause to your people, to your staff, to everyone in Carnival, because you made it happen.
We look to this groundbreaking today as truly a symbol of the commitment, confidence, and optimism we have to returning to guest operations. It was mentioned Mickey Arison and his father, Ted, who really started Carnival. And for almost 50 years, the relationship between Port Miami, Miami-Dade County, and our company have been working so closely together to take really the vision, ideas, and aspirations from the original pioneers of our industry to evolve the cruise industry into one of the most popular vacation options for people today and create a dynamic economic engine everywhere we sail, but particularly in this community, because as we know, Miami is at the center, is the heart, and is the cruise capital of the world. So it is appropriate that we're here to mark the remodeling and expansion of Terminal F. As we've said, Carnival is known for fun, and with Terminal F, you can say that that capital F will be for fun. We are bringing our Excel class ship, Carnival Celebration, which you see the photo there rendering, and she will make her home at Terminal F in late 2022, which coincides with Carnival Cruise Line's 50th year birthday festivities. As you know, liquefied natural gas propulsion system is now part of Carnival Corporation's groundbreaking eco-friendly green cruising platform. And of course, this ship will have Bolt, our roller coaster at sea. So thank you so much for so many people being here today. I can't wait to be back when we are opening our new terminal and welcoming Carnival Celebration to her new home at Terminal F. You know, in true Carnival fashion, it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So when I think about Terminal F and the new opportunities that it's bringing for Port Miami, I think about man hours, I think about jobs, and these are the faces, these are the men who are responsible for the work and servicing the passengers that will be coming through Terminal F. They supervise the great men and women of the ILA and the workforce that we're proud to provide for the cruise industry.
This is also a perfect example of what collaboration looks like between partners like Carnival. And I'll just mention that both Lamartec and Mastec, our parent company, like Carnival, are American success stories born right here in Miami, and makes us extra proud to be part of this team. Together with the port and also our design criteria professionals, Bembridge Bush, to make this vision a reality. This is the realization of a world-class terminal that in turn is going to deliver world-class experience to its guests. And that benefits everyone in our...
What? I really like that video. I sit and watched that video yesterday. And speaking of Carnival, right, they're doing so much. And Christine Duffy was just named 2021 Top Woman of the Year in Travel and Hospitality by Women Leading Travel and Hospitality magazine.
What a great achievement, right?
So good for her, and congratulations, Christine. Well done there. Of course, you deserve it. Everywhere we go, there's Christine, so she's always out and about. Very personable lady. I like her.
And she's all the time also giving updates, information to the crew. You know,
she is.
Trying to
she
keep
is.
the crew.
She has a very close relationship with the crew, and to
Yeah.
be president, you know, that's that. She's got so much to do, but also to take time for the crew. Good for her.
Of course.
She started as a travel agent.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes. I went back and did a little research on her. She was a travel agent, so she knows the industry very well. She was with CLIA for a certain period of time. So, congratulations, Christine, if you're out there watching. Next, we want to talk about some of the things, we get a lot of information, and crew members were questioning. They got a survey, right? So naturally we call Carnival because in Asia it's very easy to duplicate things and there's fraud going on. So, it's good that the crew stay in touch. And if you see on the screen, there was a survey that went out to the Carnival crew members. And just so you know, if you got this survey, yes, it is legit. Please fill it out. The question was, because you can see in the corner it says AIDA. But let's also understand that Carnival owns AIDA, right? And some of the questions they were asking, they were saying, thank you for participating in this survey. Due to the evolving nature of COVID pandemic, we wanted to provide you with the opportunity to give an update on the current situation, right? Please answer the below questions. which will help with the return to service, right? So here's the first question. I wish to return back to Carnival for another contract. Answer yes or no, right? Which is good, right? The second question, when will you be ready to return back on board? And the first one is at the earliest opportunity, March or May. What does that tell you, March or May? Think these ships are going to be sailing March or May? Okay. June or August, September to September to November, and December and beyond. And also, one of the questions was asked, are you currently working? Because if you remember going back to Christine, she once said, you know what, if you can get a part-time job while we're going through this, and this was a couple months ago. And in Asia, many times when you get a job, they require you to give a certain amount of notice.
Okay.
Some a month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So they asked that question, you know, would you be going back in 1 to 3 weeks? Do you need a month? Do you need more than a month? You know, do you need a month or greater? So these kind of questions, guys, if you get the survey, please answer it. Please fill it back. Please fill it in, and let's get it back to Carnival, right? Agree?
Oh yeah, I agree for sure. So one of the things that we have to pay attention here is like we are moving forward, as you just mentioned. Like 2 or 3 months ago, she was mentioned if you guys could find any temporary job. And right now they're already planning. So hey, if you get a job, when can you come back? So already start to plan. You know,
this is going to lead into something
that the end of this situation it's getting very close.
It is, and this is something leading into something we're going to talk about a little bit later. You know, there's a lot of vloggers out there that are in the cruise industry, and we're going to highlight some a little bit later, and I'm going to tell you why we got the questionnaire up there. Now, speaking of which, and also in the industry, Royal Caribbean, Richard Fain, just put out a video, and just very encouraging. He says, okay, he mentioned Groundhog Day, which is a day here in the United States, and if the groundhog sees his shadow, it's a folklore, right? But anyway, he was using that opportunity to say, you know something, we are coming back, we are getting better. The COVID test or the COVID vaccine has brought down the number of cases globally. Although they're still on the rise, it's now in a decline, which is great. The number of deaths are in a decline. So,
that's amazing.
You know, coming up in the next couple months, we're going to see a lot of movement. And I keep saying this to the crew, no matter who you work for, whether it be Royal, Carnival, NCL, Viking, any of those cruise lines, MSC, keep in mind that the crew have to go back at least a month before they start to sail. And then, of course, they have to do the test cruises, right? Okay, so anyway, Richard did a video. We're gonna put this on our YouTube page. So if you'd like to watch the full video, it's about 11 minutes long. But what he was saying is he's very, very positive about what's coming up. Amazing stuff. Now, the CDC just recently released and said that released new information about cruise ships, right? And what has to happen when you go on a cruise ship. Everyone must wear a mask. Period. There are no exceptions. Even if you've had the vaccination, even if you test negative, right? And one of the reasons they're saying this is that the vaccine is so new that they really don't know how long it lasts or the effects of it. Correct. So if you get a vaccine and you think, okay, I'm COVID free and now I'm just going to run out and talk.
It makes sense.
Yeah, so until they get more data, this is what's going to be happening. So keep in mind that masks will be worn. All right, back, let's say domestically. Alaska has been canceled at this point. But, and the reason that is that the Canadian government, it's something called the Jones Act. So when a ship leaves a United States port, it must go into a foreign port before it can come back to a United States port, right? It's called the Jones Act. So Canada has said that there will be no ships for the entire season for Alaska. Now, of course, the people in Alaska, I'm sure, are very upset about this. But I will say this, the Canadian government has said that we naturally have the right to rescind that if all at once all the COVID starts going away. So, but right now they're saying there will be no Alaska season. And it's not up to Canada, but they're saying that no ships can go into Alaska, which is required, right? Because if you go into Canada,
correct,
Then you go into the U.S., which is Alaska, right? Then you come back. So that's a lot of people sad about that today, but there's a possibility that they may reopen.
Yeah, I believe that every week is a new update, and things can change the same way that it can change negatively. It also can change positively. So we have to get that hope and then hold on that, because if, like as you mentioned, the numbers start to go down in terms of death, in terms of people who got the COVID. So let's say if 1 month from now things start to get extremely better, of course this notice gonna drop, you know.
Right.
And then they might say, you know what, let's change here, because you know, cruise industry, it's about income, you know, bring money to the country. Of course, everybody would like to have the cruise industry operating right now, but due to COVID, they decide to pause. But in case if something starts to become better, of course they're gonna give the chance to return everything back to normal again.
But you know, and again, we have this pause, and even after that, we keep talking about the Maritime Challenge, right? We just finished our Maritime Challenge last year, and we're getting ready to start it this year. And it's going to be bigger, better than ever. So all of those guys out there watching, no matter what cruise ship you're on, actually, and we've invited students this year to participate. So if you're out there and you're a student at one of the schools, you're in a hospitality school, now the Maritime Challenge is open to you. So we have a brand new video for 2021 for our Maritime Challenge.
Let's watch that.
All right, well, that's one of our short videos. I believe we have a little bit longer one, but we'll bring that a little bit later to you. All right, now if you watched our intro, you saw vloggers, and vloggers are the same thing that we do. There's some that vlog every day, right? There's some that post video every day, and there's a gentleman who works on Royal Caribbean. His name is Wong. And he posted a video which got a lot of views, and he's got quite a large number of following. I believe 36,000 people follow him. Okay. And he works on board the ship. He's actually he's from the UK, and he's a casino host. And in his video, and we'll leave the link below so you can go watch after this, he was saying pretty much, I got a letter that has told me to get ready to go back. And, you know, he brings up some things. He lives in the UK. The UK is shut down at the moment. So all of these things going on, naturally, he's, okay, so how's this going to work? But that prompted another video by a guy who actually lives here in Florida. And this gentleman is called Tony. And Tony runs a website called Loca, that's it, the YouTube channel. And the thing is, I watch these guys every day. So when you see them on here, I get up in the morning and I look and say, okay, what's happening? Or before I go to bed last night, because they provide some great news and they have great insight. So Tony put up a video saying crew members called back, and he was referring back to Chris's video, right? So there's a lot of excitement, a lot of talk about these things going on. Now, moving forward, there's another gentleman, and he's in Florida here, and his name is Jay, and Jay runs a channel called The Ship Life. And the difference between Jay and the other guys is Jay used to work on board the ship. He worked on board NCL. So he has a lot of, when he talks, he's got a lot of inside information about crew members and these sort of things. But he also, he's the one who brought forward that Canada is going to stop cruising. Mm-hmm. And it's good to sit down and listen to these guys, because they bring some good information. So congratulations to you guys for doing your research. We really appreciate it. Now, there's another gentleman in Canada, and he's got over 100,000 people watch him, and it's called Don's Family Vacation. And Don is a travel agent. He's been in business for 35 years. He's actually cruised for 35 years, has a great following. Right? And he always has this tagline, have a fantastic day, right? Oh, yeah. So a lot of people watch him. He's a great guy as well. There's another gentleman who is in the UK, and his name is Gary Bembridge, and he has over, I think it's 162,000 followers. So you can see how much interest there is in the cruise ships. These guys are every day they're on YouTube. So if you get a chance, go watch them. Some great information there, and we really appreciate what they're doing. Now, in this, right, we keep saying that we're all seafarers, whether you're a vlogger, whether you work on the ship, whether you do what we do, right? We're still involved in the seafarers industry. And some of the things that many cruise lines are doing, they're trying to get vaccines for the seafarers. There's a lot of talk about the vaccines. Will the crew have to be vaccinated? Will some of them not? There's 3 cruise lines at the moment, 2 American cruise lines, and 1 European cruise line that says you must have a vaccine.
Yeah, I believe that going forward, everybody will have this requirement to be vaccinated. Not only the crew members, but also the passengers as well. As we all know, the cruise industry was deep affected, and we're blaming the cruise industry. And of course, they are going to push really hard on that. And also, it's going to be good for everybody. Be safer, knowing that you got the vaccine, you'll be fine.
Let's take a moment to tell people to subscribe.
Oh, go ahead, Mr. Church.
No, I'll let you do that.
No, I always do that. As you mentioned, you're watching YouTube. Now you went to the YouTube, so you can invite everybody.
But I think you give a better explanation than I do.
No, let's try. Let's try live here. Go ahead.
All right, guys. If you like what we're doing, please give a thumbs up. That's correct?
A like. Give you a like.
Oh, give your like. That's the thumbs up thing, is a like.
Thing,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give that thumbs up. Let's see it in our group here. I see that we've got a lot of people here today, so thank you for being with us. And a subscribe with the notification bell. It is free. It costs nothing.
Costs nothing. So every week we schedule the live. Of course, if you click on the link, you're not gonna see anything because the live will be scheduled. But you also have the opportunity to click on the button there and then give you guys a reminder. And then when we start the live, your phone is going to give you the notification that says, hey, CTI are live right now. You can come and watch. Because basically what we try to do is collect the whole information that happened during the week,
right,
and deliver to you guys everything on Friday. So if you have to work, if you have to do something, don't worry, because we're going to come back here on Friday and we're going to give everything to you. That's it.
That's how it works?
That's how it works.
All right. So be sure to subscribe, right? Be sure to subscribe. That's the thing.
Yeah.
All right. And if you know how YouTube works, and I've been reading a lot about YouTube, right? The way that YouTube spreads your information out, because YouTube is massive, right? They, by how many people give you likes, by how many people subscribe to your channel, YouTube is watching in the analytics. And the more people who subscribe and watch, the more they spread it out to the rest of the world, right?
It's important for engagement. For example, you guys are watching us right now, and I believe you have friends that is working on a ship right now, or friends that would like to work on a ship. What we suggest you to do, if you want to help us to be what we are doing right now, click on the share button, and then you copy that link, and then you might have a WhatsApp group in your family, you might have a WhatsApp group between your friends, and you can share that link. As more people, new people start to watch our content, then the algorithm is going to share what the content with more people. So it's important to share, right? Maybe you have one friend that never heard about the cruise line, but they have the desire to work on the ship. So this is a good moment to, say, hey, watch it. These guys have like over 100 videos. We have almost 150 videos. So
on the YouTube page. And one of the things,
take quite a while, so you can watch all of those.
Well, we're going to talk about we are all seafarers, right? We have a video that we've put together, and it's true. We are a collection of people, right? And this is important. So we're all sticking together during this pandemic, which is very important for us. So guys, again, we appreciate you giving the thumbs and the likes and those kind of things. And it's funny, guess what? When we get the analytics, I look at them and I see how we're doing. That tells me if we're doing a good job.
Correct.
And over 50% of the people who watch don't subscribe. And it's free.
Yeah, guys, you know what happened? Sometimes if we share the link on Facebook, and then you click on the link, but you don't have YouTube page, or you don't have the YouTube app in your phone, so they will not give you the opportunity to like. They're not gonna give you the chance to comment, or even to subscribe. So now you have to run to the app. It's I think, in my opinion, that's a YouTube mistake, because people should be able to do anything right away. but the YouTube kind of forces you to have account, which is free, but you need to have a Google account.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody. If you want to subscribe on the channel, you need to have a Google account, like with Gmail, any.
But you
email
know,
you have to
keep in mind that everything is tied. For example, the cruise lines, right? They tie things to your email address. So it's free to have a Google account. If you don't have a Google account, just go set one up.
Yeah, but for example, YouTube today delivers you amazing information for free. You know, creators out there, they are trying to get good information to hold your attention. And for you guys that, of course, you pay a course, the course is going to give you the whole flow and teach you many things. But if you have a YouTube account, you can learn many things that you want to learn for free. At least know the basic. You might not become professional, but you can learn the basic. If you want to improve maybe your skill, you can search that subject on YouTube, and you're going to get a lot of information from that. So YouTube is an amazing platform, and I deeply recommend you guys to have a YouTube account. It's free. As long as you have a Gmail, you already have the YouTube account. It's automatically.
Okay.
You know,
But also, you know, we're talking about going forward, there's going to be video recruiting. Right? And what a great place to practice. You know, you can post your video there. You don't even have to share it with people. It's a place to hold your video, correct?
Of course.
And then if you want to make it public, you can share it. But going forward, guys, all the cruise lines are going to be looking at videos, right? They're not going to be, until the pandemic is over, and it's not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be over. It's not going to be over in 6 months, right?
For you guys that is watching us right now, last week I mentioned that I was about to post a video on Wednesday regarding the Virgin Voyages, as we are accepting application. You know, if you guys from Asia, if you guys from Indonesia, specifically Bali, Jakarta, and Jogja, you guys can contact one of our office or one of our partners, and then can submit your application. So this week I've been working on this video, and actually the video became quite long because it's a lot of explanation to go through. But I want to give you guys a little preview about what that video is about. So before you apply, before you submit your application, make sure you understand who is the company that you apply for. At this situation right now, we're talking about Virgin, but what I'm going to present you guys, you can apply to work for any cruise line, Carnival, Apollo, ships like Oceania, Regent Seven Seas, any cruise line that you think you can apply. You just have to follow the same protocols, you know, understand who is the company, go to the website, understand the value, the culture, go to Wikipedia, which you can search about the history, who is the founder, how many ships they have. All this basic information is going to give you a better understanding how to present yourself when you're going to talk. You have your camera, you open your camera, and then you start to talk about it. You don't have to go through details about what you do in your work, but you have to say where you have been working for the past years, about your experience and your desire. So when we attach all this information and then we deliver to the cruise line, for example, let's say Virgin sent to us a requisition for 100 people. We're gonna have like a list of 100 people. All your information goes there, plus your YouTube link. That's why you mentioned about the YouTube link. They're gonna have the opportunity to click on that YouTube link and then see your 1 minute, max 2 minutes video. Oh, I like this guy. I want to see him. I want to talk to him.
All right.
That is not the interview, but that's a preview about who you are, because the people are going to see your personality. They're going to see how you talk, and they say, I want to see this guy. Because when we send a resume doesn't talk, but resume is important so we can go through about experience, ask you question about things that we can see. But it's today, 2021, is extremely important. You have your video introduction. And no longer than this weekend, I'm going to finish everything and I'm going to post you guys. So you start with Virgin, right? So
Right. And we do have some Virgin positions that we will be talking about very, very soon. So please, stay tuned and tell your friends that they're going to be talking about Virgin positions. Very important. And by the way, if you're in I'm looking at some of the people who are in there. Hello to my big sister, my little sister, right?
Okay.
We have a group of 18 who always join for the town hall. So thank you guys out there. Thanks to Vina who's out there. I see, oh my goodness, quite a few people out there. Putri's out there. You see those people?
Yeah, I'm watching from.
Oh, you're watching
yeah.
from a distance there. All right. Let's see here. Who else do we have here? I see August. I see Putri. I see who else? Okay, Kadek is there. Nyoman is there. Well, hello everybody, and again, thanks. We really appreciate you being here.
Also, one thing that I want to tell you guys, I know that a lot of students watching us right now. Maybe probably next week we are going to try to bring one student here. As you guys probably know, CTI has this partnership with OTC BALI, and we have sent thousands of people to the ship already. But it's amazing work that they do behind the scenes before they send the crew to us. And for the last 3 months or 4, if I'm not mistaken, we start to talk with some students at OTC school and understand how did they learn English, what they get experience from. And we realized that most of them already went abroad to get into ship in Taiwan, Thailand, Malaysia, or Dubai. And the English is amazing. You know, I've seen like guys and ladies with like 18, 19 years old with amazing English, amazing personality, very strong. What that means, what that tells to you guys that is watching us right now, the competition going forward is going to be very hard. If you think that your English is not good, you have to find a way to improve, because this young generation now they have this on their favor.
Right,
they can learn much faster. For many people that work on a ship, like on the 90s or maybe from 2000 to 2010, they didn't have access to internet, which was more difficult to improve your English by yourself.
Right.
But today, these guys, they can stay locked in a room and the whole day watching videos, watching movies only in English, and even improving the accent, which is help you a little bit.
And that's where they can watch our
English.
YouTube videos, right? Yeah. All in English.
So I'm very impressed with these guys with 19, 18 years old with the English. Because I know many people, they're amazing people, they have amazing personality, but because they cannot express that in English, they become shy in an interview. Let's say if you speak Bahasa or you speak Thai, when you go to the interview, you don't have that confidence. It's not because you don't have confidence, you don't have that confidence in English.
Right.
But those guys right now, they're speaking amazing English. And I'm not saying here to be careful, I'm just saying you guys, push yourself. Because you're going to see people arrive on the ship with 21 years old, 20 years old, say, holy, this guy is much better than me. Look his personality. And you might feel bad with yourself. So try to catch up, because this young generation, they are coming with amazing English and very confident.
And a lot of the people who have worked on ships before, excuse me, there's always this comfort level of, I've been there, I'm okay, I've done this. Cruise lines are continually raising the bar. They're looking for personality, outgoing people, and a lot of them know this already. If you work on a cruise ship, it's the more you smile, the more you interact with the guest. Of course, tips are all involved, and this is important nowadays, guys. So it's you just got to keep improving yourself.
Yeah, I think when you start to learn something, until the moment that you're still on the learning process, you're still good. When you finish that learning process and you have enough to get started, that it become a problem. Why? Because if you have enough English to communicate with people and you don't have the desire to improve, you're gonna be stuck on that, and that is the biggest problem.
Right.
And these guys, because they never work on a ship and they want to keep pushing themselves, when they realize they have more than enough, they are already good, amazing. I as I was talking to, we had live this week on Wednesday or Thursday for you guys in Asia, Wednesday for me, Wednesday night here, and I was talking to them, and 3 students, we can take their personality and send to the ship right now. They can work, they can get a job for Virgin. Amazing personality, experience, already exposed to Taiwan, which give them more confidence.
Well, I heard one guy was from Israel?
One of the ladies already been to Jerusalem. So people that already been exposed, like no longer live with their parents, have lots of confidence. And this is what you guys is going to compete against. I know that when we have a requisition, they're like, oh, we want 20 of this position, 30 of this position. But okay, when you guys go into the ship, now we only want one to get promoted.
Right.
Who's they gonna give the opportunity to get promoted? That guy who's already stepping up, that lady that is already doing amazing. So take this time to push yourself, you know, try to listen someone different with a different vocabulary so you can increase your right, like you have more options, and that can help you become better, you know, and be really successful.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, one of the things that bring us all together, and no matter what company we work for, you know, you've got the Carnival, you got the Royal, you got MSC, you know, you've got NCL. One thing that brings us all together is that we are seafarers. We are all seafarers brought together under one umbrella, right? And when we act like that, when we act as a global team, I mean, you know, we go back and we talk about those YouTubers. They're all in the cruise industry, right? And it's amazing. So I don't know if you've seen our video, but I think it's a great video, and we're going to be doing a lot more with this. It's called WAAS, and we've got some logos, some hats. I believe they're coming. They're going to be here by next week, and you'll be wearing one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They come from Asia, right?
Yes, absolutely. So have a look at this video, guys. AAS, we are all seafarers, so look for more interesting stuff. We have some merchandise coming next week we're going to be showing you. All right, moving along with some more industry news. Ponyik Cruises, there was an issue. They have crew members from Philippines, from Indonesia. They went into New Zealand, and unfortunately, the immigration turned them away. They had cruises scheduled, and this is all about communication, right? We believe that seafarers are essential workers. You know, if you look at seafarers, how the world moves, the cargo ships, the tanker ships, the oil, the food that they deliver, that's all under the seafarers, right? And what's happening is everybody's trying to say, okay, you're an essential worker, you deserve the shots and this and that. But unfortunately, you know, they picked up all the crew, they sailed down to New Zealand, getting ready to pick up passengers, and all at once immigration, so there, again, lack of communication. Immigration had given, I believe, a certain number of crew visas, and the rest they did not. So again, guys, communication is very important here as the cruise lines, and no one has said, okay, it fell apart here, it fell apart there, but total communication is very important here. So when you guys go back to the ship, it is extremely important as well that you communicate, right? The cruise lines will be sending you information to your email. If your email is not updated, get yourself a new email. Let the cruise line know you have a new email. Let the agency know you have a new email, and hang on to that email. It's like your global ID.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is good to mention because on our Maritime Challenge, we have some guys, they won the final, and we try to reach out to them, and the email was wrong. Like they fill out with the wrong.
But you know what happens? And again, when I was younger, right? You had a Yahoo, then you had a Gmail, then you had a Hotmail, then you had a Outlook email. You know, it's important nowadays that you settle on an email, and Gmail is global, no matter where you are, right? That associates you with Google as well.
Google, which give you the YouTube account.
Right, and you know that Google's not going anywhere. So if you don't have a Gmail, I would advise them to set up one.
Yeah, and every time when you fill out any application, I'm gonna give you a good advice. Have a note in your phone. Every phone have a
notepad.
And you copy all your information and you leave there. Every time when you have to fill out something in your phone, you just copy and paste, because you don't cross the moment where you can misspelling a word and then your email goes wrong. So copy and paste, and that's it. So for example, I already have all my information, even my drive license.
How about credit card information? Can I have?
Oh, I do have some bills.
Can I borrow it? Oh, I don't want the bills part.
Yeah,
to the bank account
bills as well. But try to stay with one email, and pay attention every time when you put your email, and your phone number, because those things is the only bridge that we in your cruise line can communicate with you.
You know, in Asia, many countries issue a ID card, right? And a national ID card. But keep in mind, guys, that's a national ID. That's not a global ID.
Correct.
Right? And usually people will recognize you by your email. So you may think, oh my God, nobody uses email anymore. Well, that's
It
the way
does.
they find you. Because also I've seen in Asia that the phone numbers change. Right? They go to the ship and all at once now they come home, they got a new phone number. How does anybody know your new phone number?
Yeah, usually if you stay with your email, it will be fine, because time to time we want to change phone numbers. You know, maybe you change
New
your
SIM card,
Yes,
this and
you
that,
lost.
right?
Most people, they change phone numbers.
Dude,
Most
I've had
people,
mine
yeah.
since I was.
Yeah, but I'm saying most people, like when you become a businessman, then you know you have your network. You don't want to do that, but mostly teenagers when in the transition of life. Like for example, some people they have their phone in Asia and then they come overseas. When they get here, they say, "Oh, let me get a USA phone."
A local SIM, right?
Because and then they change, and then the WhatsApp is one number, but the Regal number is a different one. So, but your email is always the same. So that's why you have to stay with.
Because
your
in
email.
certain countries in Asia, when you buy the SIM card, you have a monthly fee tied to that number. So if you're going to be out of the country for 7, 8, 9 months, why are you paying that fee? Shut it down, right? Get yourself. And the great thing about the phones in Asia, you can insert the SIM cards, right? And some of them you can insert 2 or 3 SIM cards.
Yeah, Android
Yeah.
allows that.
Yeah,
That's
no,
good.
some good stuff there. All right, let's talk about Viking. You know, we were talking about cruise lines expanding. Viking is expanding. They're now taking a ship to China, and they're going to reflag the ship and sell out of China. They're also building a brand new ship called the Viking Mars, and they're just expanding left and right. And also they're doing new river ships, and this is great for 2022. So understand, guys, even though we're going through this pandemic, everybody's planning the future. You know, Royal just had a brand new ship come out. You know, all of these people are taking delivery of new ships. And what does that mean? They believe in the future, and you should too.
Yeah, I think what they're doing, they're trying to remove what is heavy to carry, what is not essential anymore, and then come up with, you know, things that is more effective and then going to be more profitable for them as well. That is a reason why Viking is putting on China flag. China is growing a lot
Yes.
regarding the cruise industry on the cruise side, and it's a lot of a lot of students from OTC also that speaks Mandarin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they go to China and they get job in China. So
I was
China is
talking-
growing a lot.
For all of those, and I know our offices watch as well, for all of those who are part of it's the CTI group, they probably remember a guy named Mario. I was speaking to him the other day, and he's going to come and be on the show one day.
Oh, that's good.
So,
That's good.
and he was a recruiter, and he worked in Asia for many years. He was based in Jakarta, so we're going to bring him on.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Now, we keep talking about everybody who is getting ready. So understand, if you look at the news, and this is why every day I'm watching cruise news, finding out, and again, thanks to all those bloggers out there who provide pieces of information, the cruise terminals are now preparing for people to come back. And naturally, they have to fix all of the halls where you go to get on board the ship. Right? All of these have to be redone from what they were before. You're not going to find that there are videos, and it's funny, I was watching one the other day, where there's just thousands of people on the pier, you know, lined up, getting ready to get on the ship. That's going to be a more controlled environment now. And I think that's a great thing, right? I've taken a couple cruises, and usually the worst part of a cruise is either the embarkation, where everybody's standing there and everybody's waiting, right? And of course the ship's getting ready, and some people arrive early and some people arrive late. So now there's going to be a scheduled time, which I think would be great.
Yeah, I also believe that what happened here is going to benefit a lot the guests,
Right.
because they're going to get a better service, and it's going to open a lot of opportunities for crew, because they're going to need a lot of people to work on organization. They need to, you know, pre-embarkation, they have to organize everything when people go ashore, also return back to the ship.
Right.
So it's a lot of opportunities out there, and the only thing is like we kind of, when can I go? When can I go? We just have to understand that in one moment the green line for everybody is going to be there. Say, hey, go. And what we are trying to say here overall is like get ready, put yourself ready, you know, in terms of knowledge, in terms of confidence, and documentation wise as well. Getting ready your email communication with the cruise line, because guys, believe me, when this get back, you're gonna.
It's gonna be quick.
I was reading an article about people who lost their jobs or people who was laid off, and many of them already got a better job, or many of them already has been promoted to do all the things. And this probably is going to happen in the cruise industry as well. You might see yourself now doing a different job, better than you were doing before. Why? Because you might have to cover someone that they don't longer have. You know, these things is going to happen. So a lot of arrangements into the ship in order to continue growing. And you might have this opportunity, you know, to see yourself getting promoted when you return to the ship. You expect that, because this is probably going to happen.
You know, one of the things as well is that as I say, the cruise terminals are getting ready. And the port of Carnival has 6 terminals ready for the ships to come back. And when they come back, understand, guys, that you have to be ready. Right? And you have to be open to learn new things, because it's not like it was before, right? There'll be new protocols that you must learn. You must wear your mask all day, and that's going to, for some people to get used to that, it's like, oh, so understand that. And again, if you go to our YouTube page, you're going to see, you know, the red ship, the green ship, the yellow ship. You'll be able to look at what duties you're going to have as a person. And again, let's go back to the ports, right? The ports are now slowly getting ready, where there are 6 terminals ready in Port Canaveral, Fort Lauderdale, Port Everglades is moving forward. Port Everglades is investing in the port. So when we see all this happening, it's only going to tell us, guess what? We're getting ready to go back, right? And that's what has to happen.
Yeah, you know, one of the points that you have to keep in mind is to, like, when we say protect yourself, is like you depend today 100% of your health. You need to be healthy in order to go back to the ship, in order to work. So port to port, you always have to be the person who's going to literally wash your hands, use your mask. First, because you want to follow the protocols, but the second, and which is very important, is understanding that probably time to time a test probably going to be running into the ship, because they have to retest everybody. And then if they find out that you have a COVID, unfortunately, of course, you're going to be treated,
quarantined,
but you won't be able to continue your work, right?
Right.
Because they don't want to jeopardize the entire ship and things like that. So today, take care of yourself. This word was never like so important. You have to literally take care of yourself. Because last week I went to take my test. I was about to go to Brazil. And all great, but can you imagine if I was positive? I couldn't be here. I couldn't be around myself. I had to around other people. I had to go at home, isolating myself. So having COVID today, it's not the end of the earth. Like 2% of people die. Unfortunately, even we have to reduce this for 0.0 whatever.
Right, exactly.
But let's put it this way: it's only 2% die. Many people got COVID, they're gonna recover, but now you're not allowed even to get COVID. So protect yourself,
eat healthy, exercise.
Because if you get COVID, unfortunately, you won't get a job.
Right.
So that's the point here.
And if you do get COVID, and then of course, as they say, you'll go back and you'll get past this, and then they'll bring you back. Mm-hmm. Right.
But you can avoid.
You can't go on the board.
You can avoid that. You can avoid many things. For example, right now, many cruise lines, they might tell you to quarantine at home. And listen, you have to follow that.
Yes.
When you receive your assignment and people say, listen, you have to stay 1 week, 2 weeks at home, stay into your room. It's not the living room, hanging around with your parents, your brothers. Why? Because those people, they're living. If they get COVID, they'll be fine. All right? They're going to be treated and they're there. But you have to travel. So isolate yourself. You have to protect yourself more than anybody else. And understand that this is not, the cruise line is telling me, no, the cruise line is giving you advice so you can be healthy by the time you take your test.
There was, I was speaking with Carnival the other day, and there's over 3,000 letters that went out to crew members. Mm-hmm. Now, if you didn't get the letter, do not worry. But the first initial people who are going back, it's 3,000 people. And if you get that letter, what they're saying is make sure your documents are ready. If your visa's not ready, make sure you call the office, help get your visa. The partners there, and of course we're Carnival's partner all throughout Asia, Thailand, Thailand, Indonesia, Myanmar, KL, all of these people, or places. So you're going to get this letter. When you get this letter, it very clearly says get ready to go back, right? So guys, do take that letter to heart. Call the office and say, okay, what's my next step?
Yeah, this is we are getting very close to the end, guys, and the signs around, you know, all the movement, all the job that already has been done.
I still like close to the beginning.
No, I see the close to the end of this pandemic.
Yeah. Okay. I guess maybe I'm the forward thing. I'm close to the beginning of going back.
Robert, I'm saying we are close to the end of the
No,
pandemic.
I agree with you.
That's
I
what
agree
I'm
with
saying.
you.
Because everybody can't wait to see this pass. So we are close to the end.
Okay.
Right?
I understand
when
what you're saying.
we initiate something,
I understand what
we
you're
have to
saying.
finish this period. We're gonna finish this. And the point here is like, if you really want to work on a ship, if you have that desire, you have to understand that you need to be healthy. If you need to go to see your doctor, if you need to get prescription, make sure you have prescription for the next 4 months, because maybe port to port you might not be allowed to go shore. So all those things that you have to say, listen, I'm ready. You get ready for that. Because we got some crew members, pay attention, we got some crew members that just joined to return to the ship. If I'm not mistaken, they're from Oceania, but they joined NCL Escape, and they were out of sea for 3 months, and now they are returning back, right? For certain reason, they are returning back. So can you imagine if you're 3 months, but you need to take your medicine is over. So when you join the ship, make sure you have enough medicine for at
If you're
least
taking medicine, of course.
2-3 months.
Yes.
Right? We know that certain things that you might have, it doesn't block you for going to the ship and work on the ship, but you need to be treated. So you don't know what's going to happen. Have your medicine with you. You know, talk to your doctor, make your checkup. You know, I'm healthy, perfect, and stay tuned because your opportunity is coming, baby.
Any other news about Maritime Challenge you have?
No, the Maritime Challenge, we're gonna launch the link to subscribe or to submit the videos probably the next week or so.
Okay.
We start to collect the information, and then we start to bring the videos here. But it's gonna take at least 2 to 3 months, so we can literally start to go through finals and decisions and things like that. But in this meantime, understand that this year, guys, we're going to raise a little bit the standards. You know, we want better videos. We don't want people sending music that belongs to someone, because YouTube always notify us about the copyright, and this is not what we want. But you're gonna be able to participate, no matter if you're a student or no matter if you're working the ship, if you're on the land. So you're gonna be able to be with us on our Maritime Talent Challenge 21. And this year, I was checking the prices is really interesting, right?
What's
iPads, iPhones.
Oh, yes,
money.
yes,
So
yes.
I like that.
Yes, iPads, iPhones, airline tickets.
Airline tickets. So it's a airline ticket is something that you cannot divide. So if he is now, I'm talking about one winner, right?
Yeah, there you go.
The first
There
time
you go.
we divide the prices, you know, in categories, you give more people. But at this time, you can hit the big pot, the jackpot, right?
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine with airline ticket?
Maybe you can go back to Brazil.
No, but I'm not gonna participate. You know, I'm just gonna be here running and give the guys advice because I want they do well. Let me see which country is going to be the best country, right? Which cruise line is going to be well represented?
Yeah, last time it was Royal, right? The number one guy was from Royal last time.
That's good. We had Royal, we had a cargo ship, we have Oceania, we have Virgin Voyages. on the final we didn't have Carnival Cruise Line.
I know, but you know, they were all in the runners-up. I mean, there were so many people from Carnival that participated, and I really like that, right? So thanks to the Carnival crew, NCL crew, like you said, one of the guy was from tanker, cargo, yeah. So it was good. It was good. I'm really glad that you know, we had everybody to participate. We keep talking about Virgin, and again, Virgin's going to be doing some accepting applications. You know, we have positions that'll be listed, and we'll get to those.
I already I make my video to apply.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna show my video as example, guys, so you can, you know, have a kind of idea how can you make your video introduction. Because if they're accepting applications, so they have to look at you and say, I want to see this guy. So you have to find a way to separate yourself and have some lights on you.
Right. So keep in mind, we're going to be accepting those applications, and as you can see, there they are. You know what? It is amazing, and again, thank you, Harold, right? You may have seen me here on my phone. I just turned around and sent this video to Harold, and he got it that quick and got it live. Can you imagine? So again, if you saw the video there, I'm glad we premiered that, but good stuff. We're going to be accepting applications soon.
Yeah,
right?
will.
And we'll have a new link for you to fill out there for those who are interested in Virgin. So good stuff there. Okay, anything else you have?
No, I think that's it.
You know, I guess that brings us to the end of this Friday show. Again, guys, go give someone a hug. Tell them you love them. You know, it's we need more love in this world. And, of course, we're going to get it. But we are going back really soon. So thanks for joining us. You have an amazing weekend. Be blessed. And for everybody out there, take one more chance or one more little time and thumbs up.
Yeah.
Everybody on the chat, thumbs up. That's what we're looking for. All right.
Before you leave, guys, make sure you subscribe on our
That's
channel.
right.
Stay tuned because next Friday we're going to be here again. And I hope we have more information. Remember, we are close to the end of the pandemic, but in the beginning of a new life.
There you go.
future for us.
All right.
Okay.
Be blessed, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.